not my student.
It's next door.
No, I don't know. It's not my student. I don't know who it is.
Child rights can be found in every region in the world, from the Middle East to Latin America and from South Asia to Europe.
Factors that lead to child marriage. Many factors interact to place a bill at risk.
We choose to what?
We cross out what, Jack?
Crossing out the name of a relative. Just imagine them being taken away from you. Go with the sister.
Oh, Danny, I just showed my brother.
Oh my god, she's my sister since I don't want one.
Statistics and all the amounts on the cards, they match up to like the real life scenario and the percentages in the world. So just so y'all can see, if your age, if you are a victim. So if your age is under 18 and you're a child, step forward. Okay, 50% of kids, 50% of human trafficking victims are under the age of 18 and are kids. Okay, y'all can step back. Step forward if you were sold into sex, not labor. That makes 80% of people are sold into the sex trade instead of one.
I got another one. There's one.
All right, is that it? All right, if you don't have a toy, come
way. Like, you imagine going through like your regular day, and no matter what, you're bound to touch someone or touch someone else. And so honor killings don't go unaffected. Like, no matter what, like going through your normal day, you're going to be affected by someone, or you're going to affect someone. It's not something that you can just ignore. You're like consciously aware of it on you, and like that sin or whatever you participated in is always with you.
And like they said, there are 5,000 honor killings every year, and that doesn't seem like a huge number, but when you think about it, that's 5,000 families, 5,000 friends, 5,000 communities affected by honor killings. And that's what
Daniel's alive. We're good. We're good.
My girls! Where are you going? What? What are you doing, y'all? Get back here! My girls!
Did she die?
We have wipes.
No, the blood needs to stay for the entirety of the project. This is Amber Crenshaw, one of my star students.
Really, Mr.
Hey guys, just be faster.
Can you just put it away till it dries?
okay.
I don't see it.
Yeah, we need the trash can for sure.
Military man who persuaded me to move with him to an undisclosed remote area. There I was raped and beat continually while handcuffed to a door of an abandoned house. Eventually, through circumstances, I made my escape, but not before he had confiscated my naturalization papers, driver's license, and social security card. With no proof of my identity, I could not acquire adequate shelter. I felt like an animal that had been cast into the street.
Yes, you have the lights on.
Yeah, so then they can just like hit you or something.
I want to have the lights on.
Can we have 2 lamps?
Alexia pulling her project up on my computer. Alex and her group, 6:30 in the morning, setting up. How impressive. Mr. Reed vandalizing the school. Now, duh, now I have it on tape.
I'm not doing a movie.
The seniors putting it together the last minute, but I know it'll be good.
What do you mean? I'm just kidding.
I am teasing.
It's not gonna be
Very
good.
sensitive female sensitivity. Woo.
would you do if your town was ravaged?
And everything near it was gone? What would you do if you were cold and alone?
And cast the streets without a home?
What would you do if someone killed your mom or dad?
And you had lost everything you had? What would you do if you were shattered and broken?
Because you have witnessed the unspoken.
If you run, where would you go? If you die, would anyone know? I myself would pray and hope for another day.
All right, you guys had some very nice touches to the project.
When the soldiers arrived, my dad gave me up without a fight.
Okay, so basically, if you haven't noticed, your homes and your lives have just been ruined, and those papers in which you wrote emotions in your family member, those are now tarnished, and your family members are now dead. They've been killed by the Hutus in one of the many violent raid nights in which Hutus would come together and basically kill any Tutsi they'd see in sight.
You're beautiful.
You had that on the
Although I'd rather have this one than some of the other ones. So, I think David wants his horn.
You're gonna come draw a
Make sure that
Because I really thought that was, I missed it. Love it.
Wait, are you guys in the same family?
What's a no?
Yeah, you are. Okay, here, you sit.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. Bye, brother.
If every male could, okay, if one at a time, starting with you, Adam, if you could go up and pick a bride, any bride, and stand by her.
So, please don't pick Lauren, who has widow on her.
Yeah, she's meant to be left alone.
I know.
Go now.
Just join a polygamous relationship.
Enough. You will eat what you were given or you will not. Be grateful. I was in school in history class. The teacher told us
If you have the number 1 on the back of your card, read it out loud.
You don't know your name. You were 6 years old. A man came into your village. He promised that he would help you find your mother and your father. You left with him. You knew it was a mistake, but it was too late. The first time they forced you to leave with an old man. You don't want to go, but you don't have a choice. He forces you to undress. He forces you to do.
Nora was estranged from her parents, who disapproved of what they had considered her American ways. A fondness for tight jeans and makeup, and a reluctance to
his twisted mind was just kind of, it stood out because it was like swirls, I guess. Like you think of, I don't know, like it's not very like, I don't know how to describe it. Her scared brown eyes, there's a brown eye. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, but her worried expression, her voice straining with cries. The darkened room, the quiet and hush, the silence and gloom. The darkened room, we did just like kind of a really dark blue. His eyes become so angry, his mind becomes lost, his face ever so scary. We did, his eyes become so angry, that's like red splatters, because it's just like, I don't know, it seemed like angry. His mind becomes lost. We did just like strokes of like blues, because lost we did up here for
That's all right. Then just go. Just chill.
Yeah, if I can line up against the wall, that'd be great.
Heads, bodies, every day. They just pop up new ones and no one knows who they are.
This burn could be from anybody. It could be from a black person, a white person, a Muslim, a Christian, whether you're straight or gay, most of you would be dead.
We promised that after the Holocaust, nothing like this would ever happen again, yet we've stood by and watched it happen over and over again. We need to find a way to end all genocides in the world.
And in fact, like we said, 30% of the nation's population of Cambodia.
We were not members. We were all married to Mr. Adam. My name was Jean. I was only 15 years old. I had a dream of becoming an FBI agent. And this was all destroyed when I was found on a table with Mr. Adam.
How y'all are the society, and this is, in this situation, this is a girl who got the procedure done, and so these are all things that you would say based on if you're a girl or a boy that you would say to her since she did get the procedure done. So as she walks down the hallway, just say your flashcard. Slow. Now you are eligible.
Never enjoy sex. It's not. That's right.
We are pleased with you.
Only boys must seek pleasure.
Yeah, what's right?
No woman is your husband.
Find a husband now.
Your husband will be pleased.
I'm married without it.
Oh, I'm getting on my nerves. Oh. I'm gonna do it. How dare you sleep with him? No. How dare? You betrayed us, all of us.